given a figure, so wala mo gud siya nagsulti no nga kanang bitaw gani. Wala siya nagsulti kung unsa jud ang iyang form. But automatically treat na lang jud ning kanina type of problem that would conform to the figure that was presented previously. No? Because again, wala man siya gihatag nga specific pod na form or figure. So again, treat na lang mao gid siya. And so, kato na yung point P ganina, no, kato na dito sa regional figure, that would be the 0.5 and -1. This would be very helpful in finding the exact value, the true value later on. Okay. So again, you are to calculate the radius of the curvature. So kung musultig radius, no, dimension na siya, measurement na siya of the curvature given. So naigihatag na curve or function dere. That is what represented by this y squared is equal to 2x. Remember, sa inyong basic mathematics, this is a parabola. So muhatag ganig mo na you have this y squared. Ang isa is with a power of 2 gyud siya. And then ang isa is with a power of 1. Ang isa ka variable. Meaning to say, it will give you a parabolic na figure. Okay? So, again, by the equation, as you could remember kaganina, you are to derive it once and twice. And then we'll use the derivation. Okay? So, implicitly, implicit function ng gininingon na ni, as you can see, gibungkag na to ang kuan, ang ato ang y squared. So, you have this 2y dy all over dx that is equal to 2. This is the outcome of the deriving once ang function. Okay, and then it would yield to the dy all over dx that is equal to 1 all over y. So, kani siya, ang gamit ni nato later on. And then deriving it once again would give you d squared y all over dx squared, or the second derivative. And then it would yield to negative 1 all over y cubed. So sa ato pa guys, since gihatag mo gud ang point, we will use the necessary nga point given sa atong na-arrive na equation. Meaning, in the form rather, dili persona, sorry, in the form of dy all over dx and d squared y all over dx squared. So ato lang basically i-substitute ang given no kaganina nga point, since y lang man pwede na tong i-substitutean, substitute na to sa -1 there. And so substituting it or the -1 to this 1 all over y and the -1 all over y cubed. So see to it nga dili mo magkambyo, dili ma-interchange ang inyong kuan na value. That ang dy all over dx is equivalent to -1 after substituting. O danawa, check na to. You have this 1 divided by -1, and so it will give you -1. Kani po siya guys, will be helpful po ni siya later on aside from this. Aside from the equation. Balik ta. And then, what's na po? D squared y all over dx squared. So we have this -1 to be divided by -1 cube. Or -1 cube rather. So it will yield to a value na 1. So ayun dyan na yung interchange, no? Para dili mamali ang inyong answer. Now, the radius of curvature, as per equation, naraw, ano siya? 1 plus dy over dx, katong -1 ganina nga na-arrive na to. -1 ba to? Yeah, -1. So may himo siya o +1 na rin. Okay, square man siya. Okay? And then, summing ito 1, then erase mo sa 3 halves. Then there is 1 to siya. Okay? And so, it would yield, muna ni siya, yung simplified na form sa numerator and denominator. And so, its value yielded to an answer na 2 square root of 2. Okay? So, that is for the radius of curvature itself. How about, bulan na yun. Bulan na. Okay, so, how about the center of curvature? Because what if manggod, since naana lang man hatag the radius of curvature inside that circle, meaning to say it will have a center. Okay, so how would we find, or how would be able to find the center of that curvature? Okay, so we shall consider a point xo, yo on an arc of a curve whose equation is y is equal to f of x, and for which the curvature is positive. The arc lying in the first quadrant may be shown that the formulae obtained for the coordinates xc, yc, this would be the center, okay, of the center of the curvature apply in any situation provided that the curvature is associated with its appropriate sign. So if you have this, so giunsa di pagkuha ang equation in finding the center of the curvature. So take a look at this. So ang circle is to be found here as being this was obtained as referred to katong kaganina nga figure ha. So if you have this radius here, this is the center, this is the radius of the curvature kaning symbol. Then you have this point P. Ang point P is the katong tangent point no, na makita nato ganina. So gibuhatan siya og analysis kung unsa pagkuha sa XC YC using your radius of curvature and the relationship is theta and then theta here. So actually guys, the component method lang na siya. No? Kasi circle man. So sa to pa, kani radius is always equal na siya. And then it will be divided by these two legs. Okay? So that is why using your diagram in finding the center, always ingon ani ha, in finding no the center, provided that in this quadrant makita nimo ang ang curvature. Okay, so in finding the center of the curvature, you have this xc, always ingon ani ang formula ha, that is equal to the xo na given. So itong xo na given diri sa tong point piso, diri sorry with the ano external na sound nga madungog, so just ignore that one. So again, you have this xc that is equal to xo, katong point na given ganina, minus the radius of the curvature, sine of theta. Nana lang. And then you have this yc that is equal to yo plus the radius of curvature na obtain, cosine of theta. Okay. Example, paday na to itong ganina. Okay, so we have this, na-obtain na to, no? Nanatay dy over dx is negative 1, and then d squared y over dx squared as 1, and then the radius of curvature being 2 square root of 2. And then the point, katong kaganina, point as 0.5 and negative 1. So, if you're going to analyze that one, hatag man gud to siya og kuan guys, kanang parabolic nga form as again as I said ganina. So, to get that theta, magamit ninyo diri karon tong dy all over dx. Okay? So, ingunanin na siya. Anong theta is equal to arctan of negative 1 man na, sir? Remember that in finding the theta, no, as referred here, no, kita niyo dere. So, perpendicular siya. Yun ani yun na always ha. Okay, para dili mo mawala. So you have this arctan of y all over x. Meaning to say, the arctan, muna siyang arctan of the slope. Kaya nung pa mo atong sa tangent line sa normal line. That is the same case, that is the same application, no? The arctan of the slope. So kung usa tong nakuha, na-obtain niyo yung slope ganina, use it. Na-obtain naman to ninyo ang slope because you have this dy all over dx as the first derivative. Slope na siya. So, arctan of that negative 1, that is equal to negative 45 degrees. And so, this will be very helpful in finding the center of the curvature. Again, sir, anong kailangan mo na, sir? It's because of this figure. Okay? And you review your the previous topics that we have discussed. Related lang siya, anak. And then, aside from that is uncanny. We have this geometrical figure that will explain nganong kailangan siya i-component ang atong center. And so, since natay formula xc, atong gaganina asam tong xc right. This one, remember that the center in finding the center, you have this x and y. So xc that is equal to xo. This is for the point na original point na ganina, origin point minus your curvature, that minus the radius of curvature, sine of theta. Well, for the yc, that is basically equal to yo plus curvature, radius of curvature, cosine theta. So apply that one. Okay? So we'll substitute the necessary na parameters na kailangan natin substitute. So for the xc, again, ang xo is 0.5 as given. Then minus the radius of curvature at 2 square root of 2 sine katong nagamit na to or nakuha na obtain na to na theta at negative 45. And then for the yc, you have the point na negative 1 plus the radius of curvature, 2 square root of 2, cosine of negative 45. And thus, it will give you xc value of 2.5, yc value of 1. Okay? Gets, guys? People.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wait lang try kong solve yung ganina kay hindi ka mo nagpa-check up mo. Board man ko, so try kong solve yung isa ka problem. Okay, mawa klase sa bang subject na kay ipa-check up lagi ko. Napakita na ko sa inyo. So, di lang kayo di siya maklaro, guys. Hanggat lang pa. Try na to. Okay, so dissolve na ko tong... Ay, sorry. Kaalaw nga nang di-stop na ako. Wait lang ha. Sorry. Taka yung pindot. So for... we have these exercises. So, dissolve na ko nung kaning problem 1 lang po akong dissolve. Solve na akong problem 1. Calculate the radius of curvature at a point negative 1 and 3. So, nihatag siya point on the curve whose equation is y is equal to x plus 3x squared minus x cubed. So, pagkitaon doon na po ang katong radius of curvature. And then, the coordinates at the center of the curvature. Yun to say katong xc o yc and xc. Okay, katong coordinate mismo. I-resolve na ko siya. Diretso lang ako siya solve ha. Dali lang kayo ni. Mas sa tanan topic sa calculus, ang application of differentiation ang pinakasayon gid. Ay. This one here, so resolve na ko siya. So calculate the radius of curvature. So mao jud ni akong penmanship guys, sorry kayo. So, calculate the radius of curvature at point negative 1 and 3 on the curve. This equation is equivalent to this equation is y is equal to x plus 3x squared minus x cubed. Remember, we are to supply first derivative of that curve and the second derivative of that curve to the equation, the radius of curvature. So you have this y prime and y double prime. Now, differentiating this y prime, it will give, differentiating the curve or the function given, mag-yield siya sa y prime that is equal to 1 plus 6x minus 3x squared. And then substituting the values of, the value of x to the arrived y prime. So, hatag siya negative 8 na result. And then for the y double prime, okay, you have this 6 minus 6x. Okay, so substituting the value of the x there would give you 12. Now, after that one, ato ni substitute sa to ang radius of curvature niya formula. And thus, it gave 43.67056. Okay. So, nakuha na ko ang radius of curvature. So, the next thing to do is to find the center. Wala na ako gipakita. Kaya gisunod na lang ako siya diretso ang formula. So, gikuha sa na ko una ang katong theta. Na naman tayo y prime na negative 8 na value. So sa pagkuha sa theta ani, dali ra kaayo, gisunod na ako tong equation nga gihatag sa lecture ganina. Katong theta is equal to arctan of your y prime. So sa ato pa, naman tayo arctan of negative 8, ihatag to siya around mga negative 82 something na theta. And then ang katong negative 82 na theta ako na to siyang gi substitute na pod dito sa equation of finding the center of the curvature. Okay? Which is katong ang xc would give xo minus kuan xo minus the center the radius of the curvature sine of theta, and then yc is equal to yo plus radius of curvature cosine theta, and thus nakuha na ko siya at 42.332 ang xc, and then for the yc is 8.42044. Wait lang. Now checking the answer for the exercise 1, wala lang ako gisolve tanan. So the answer for the exercise 1, item 1, so 43.67056. So ang aqua is 43.67056. And then ang center na po, ang center na ring answer is 42.333. And then ang na-obtain is 42.332. So naigamay, alay at least gamay kayo nga discrepancy. And for the y's is 8.417, in which ang akong nakuha is 8.42044. So, dito na siya nagdaog sa pag-round off. Okay. So expect that this kind of problem mugawas yun na siya sa examination. Okay. And by the way, di ba nihatag ko 1 hour na exam last time, and then 4 items lang. Supposedly it was 6 items na exam or 6 problems. Actually guys, wala pa ko nakasugod yung check sa inyo, but nakalimot mo announce. Actually, mag-plus 10 ko sa inyo ang tanan na ito. Okay?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sige, para ma-complete ang 30 points. Okay? Questions? Questions?
About sa exam, sir
So,
ba? Unsa ang mga point, sir?
Okay. Ang exam is about application of differentiation. Okay? So, sa mga application, katong previous two is time rates o application of minima and maxima. And then karon, sa maning karon, curvature. Okay? So, mag-post pa ko sa inyong schedule. So, sundo na nato ang schedule this time. Okay? Questions, wala na?
None, sir. None po, sir.
I have nasabtan nyo to. So, you may download the copy. Narado siya sa ULOB na section. Okay? And I hope tanan mo exam karong umabot ng final exam. Fourth exam rather. Final na naman. Okay? So,
Okay, sir. Thank you.
I hope nakasabot og naminaw ha, kaya ang okay, so umabot ni exam, mabalaan ba jud ako na kasi wala na minaw kay pag nag-exam di ka solve. O kung kuan nag-exam nangupya lang. Kung subay jud ba ako na sa solution. Na magmahay jud ang dili minaw, mga paminaw gid. Okay. So once again, thank you, and you may now leave the virtual classroom.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.